Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Now, I don't know if this is going to show my age or my ignorance or the fact that in the last 5 years I haven't really listened to the radio or anything, but this is a beer from Farm League Brewing, and it is a collaboration with the Glorious Sons, and apparently it is a rock and roll lager. And I guess the Glorious Sons are a band. I just saw a beer I've never had, and I grabbed it. So this is 4.7% alcohol by volume. I have had a few things from Farm League. I believe Farm League was St. Thomas. I'm looking around. No, they're in Galt now. So these guys... Okay, these were... I don't know if they're still... because in Galt would be... what was the name of the brewery that was bought out and then continued? And they made Galt Knife and all that. I can't remember the name. Highball or Pumpkin Ale and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of the brewery. But anyway, so this is in Galt. But I remember Farm League being from St. Thomas, from I think Railway City is where it was being brewed when Brian picked me up some of these while I lived in Nunavik. But yeah, so the Glorious Sons TGS lager. So we've talked enough. I don't know. Let's get into it. At some point, I'll remember the name of that brewery. They made like Russian Gun Imperial Stout. Every one of their beers for a long time had a buttery flavor that apparently was done on purpose. And they also had a mild. They had a Plowman Mild or something like that, or was it Plowman Pale? They did have a mild as well, though. Okay, that looks the part of like an American light lager. 4.7% alcohol. There was a bright white head. It is crystal clear, straw yellow. Looks beautiful. Scent. Just kind of smells like beer, and that's kind of what you want from a lager, right? Just beer, just a beer. Smells good. Smells good. Just like a lager should, right? Just a little bit of cereal grains, a little bit of hops. Very soft, very supple. Cheers, let's try it. Ooh. Okay, so when I look at a beer that is a collaboration with a band or anything like that, I expect it to kind of be like an everyman beer. It doesn't always happen, but that's what I expect. And this is an everyman beer. This is an everyman lager. My dad would love this lager. Me, myself, not huge on it, but my dad would love it. Could I drink this? Certainly could. Would I buy it again? Possibly, if I'm looking for just an average lager that just has a little bit of cereal graininess, a little tiny bit of earthy and herbal hoppiness at the back end. Very, very small carbonation. Reminds me of like a Molson M for the carbonation. The micro bubbles. And almost a little bit of wet cardboard, which is what you'd expect from like a Miller or something like that. Very, very solid drinking lager. Stylistically, this is probably an 8.75 out of 10. Personally, for me, this is probably a 7. I could possibly buy it again. I have no real problems with it. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.